impostor syndrome? Imposter syndrome is a tricky beast. It's a weird thing to talk about, and honestly, I think even though there's hundreds or thousands of videos about it on the internet, I don't necessarily find that any of them are all that helpful. See, often you're told the same shtick, that you'll get through it. Everyone goes through something like this, everyone that's in these kind of fields, and the person that's telling you has already made it. You're being told by someone who's already working in Silicon Valley, or someone that's already achieved what they want to achieve, that it was all just a trick that your brain was playing on you. I thought that maybe it would be interesting for some people to hear someone who hasn't made it yet and see how they actually feel about imposter syndrome. For those of you that don't know who I am, and that's probably pretty much nobody, since I'm at 4 subscribers and all of them probably came from Joma's Discord. My name is Adam Wong. I often go by the Wong Guy, so you can go follow me on Instagram if you want to. I'm a student at U Waterloo, which is sometimes considered one of the best tech schools in Canada, and it's one of the top in North America. I mean, it doesn't compete with some of the great US schools at all, but it's up there. I think it has the 3rd highest population of grads in Silicon Valley out of any school. I'm a first-year student, and at Waterloo we have the special thing, these co-op terms. So basically what the co-op term is 4 months, a 4-month gap that you get to just go work, and it's really great. There's a whole system set up to help students find jobs, and I think it's a program that can really help a lot of people get a head start in the tech industry. But here's the thing, and I'm not saying any of this in a braggy way, but high school I was always one of the top in my class, and all of it was really easy, and I didn't expect everything to be easy after coming to Waterloo. But here I fall just below the average on the curve for the most part. This is scary to me because when you realize how tough the competition is, it makes you almost not want to do it anymore. See, I've always had a goal of going to Silicon Valley. I've always wanted to work at one of the big companies like Facebook or Google, and even though I think that I have what it takes to work at these companies, after applying for my first round of co-op jobs, I got back with absolutely 0 jobs. I'm not saying that I was expecting to be picked by one of these Fortune 500 companies in my first year, but I thought I'd be at least getting some job offers. And maybe I was a little too ambitious with the jobs I applied to, because when I look at the amount of people I'm competing against, I'm never competing with less than 100 people. Now, I wouldn't say I feel like an imposter, but I feel like I might not make it. And having this dark cloud constantly hanging above you, telling you that you might not make your goal that you've been working towards, is a scary prospect. It's a scary realization. And I'm living it. And I think that's why my input on the imposter syndrome might be a little more relatable to some of you out there, might seem a little more valid. So instead of wasting any more of your time by telling you more about my situation, I'm going to say exactly what I think is the best way to think about imposter syndrome. So you understand that you are not an imposter. To whatever position that you've already made it, you've worked and you've made it that far. Your goal is not unattainable, but you will have to work for it. Other people are going to be more qualified. Other people are going to be smarter. Other people will get picked before you. But you can't give up. You can't let it bring you down. You're going to have discipline. You're going to have to work harder than you ever have before. And you're going to have to be prepared to sacrifice a lot of vices. Nothing comes for free in life, and every decision you make is going to affect you in the long run. If you have a goal and you really, really want to obtain that goal, every decision you make from now on has to help you get a little bit closer to that goal. And if you work hard and you play your cards right, sooner or later you can be the one telling other people about when you had imposter syndrome.